I'm with Chad Hurst in San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
I heard about Chad through Peter Alejandro with Mahamondo, one of my favorite blogs. But I've been doing a little research on you. You've got quite some quotes from Yoga Journal and places that say you're leading the next movement in the yoga community. Whoa, I want that quote, right? Tell me a little bit about your yoga practice and where you're at here in the city.
Okay, my yoga practice. I opened up Mission Ashtanga with my partner Devora in 2006, and we created a very unique space. So we teach traditional Mysore Ashtanga yoga, but what's unique about the place is that we set a certain intention for the place.
Cool.
The intention that we set for the place was that it was going to be a safe space for transformation. So what that means to us is that each of our students is unique. And so we follow, instead of following strictly the tradition of what's occurring in Mysore, we follow the tradition all the way back to the father of modern yoga, Krishnamacharya.
Nice. And
basically his message was that yoga that the practitioner doesn't fit into yoga, that the yoga fits the practitioner. So while we follow the tradition of Mysore in the sense that Ashtanga yoga has a sort of very set sequence of postures, we tailor the postures to each of the individuals. We also tailor the practice to the individuals. And we recognize that people have lives outside of yoga, so we want to use a daily practice that really supports their lives. And we really work with the individuals who come to the space to individuate the practice for them, in the sense that each person comes to yoga for a particular reason. And they show up in life with lots of stuff going on,
Yep.
Good, bad, and ugly. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to honor that part of them that's wise, resourceful, whole, connected. And we're actually trying to use the practice to elicit their greatness.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Speaking of life outside of yoga, I understand that you are also a wellness practitioner. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. I go into the rubric of I'm a mind-body life coach. So what that means is that I incorporate coaching. I'm also a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. So I incorporate life coaching with acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine, and some yoga as well. So when I'm not in Mission Ashtanga, what I'm doing is I'm working with clients who are, it's very similar to what we're up to in Mission Ashtanga. I'm actually I work with people who are in transitions in their lives, either physically or they're in transitions in their careers, or they're in transitions in relationships, or they're looking to get unstuck in their lives.
Wow, I think a lot of people can resonate with that.
Yeah. So some of my favorite clients are the people who are yogis, who are actually looking to take their practice, what they're learning on the mat in practice, and take what they're learning out into life.
Nice.
So to be able to bridge that gap, which often, people will show up in yoga class and they'll say, oh, I feel really good after yoga, and then 5 minutes later, whatever occurred is over. And there's not that transition. So what we do is we actually I don't create the language for them, they create the language for themselves, but it's through my quality of listening and through questions that I'm asking that elicit that. We use herbal medicine, we use acupuncture as a way to sustain the body while people are making the transitions that they're after.
Beautiful. So if someone's coming to San Francisco, or if they're already here and don't know about you, how can they find you, Chad?
Well, they can find me on the web. We have two websites. One website is www.missionashtanga.com. And the second website for the mind-body life coaching and acupuncture is hurstwellness.com.
That's HERST wellness.com, correct?
Thank you. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks for having me. Namaste.